Hey guys, this is a continuation of class on February 4th, and we are now on page 3-15. Um, so let's move on here. All right, so we just finished, and you'll have to ignore my cursor because of my version of Windows on my laptop. It's not totally compatible with this version of Photoshop, so my cursor is gonna look a little bit different than yours, but hopefully I can get it to work. I just can't I was trying to use my other laptop and I can't get Screencast-O-Matic to work. So, all right. So what we're going to do, actually we're on page 3-14, sorry, 3-14. So I'm going to show you another way to cut out a picture and move it on to another picture. So we're going to open up 3-4. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. And this is a thimble. I'm going to pull the tab out so I can have it separate from my picture. Okay. And I'm going to zoom in on my thimble just a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. There we go. Okay. Actually, I'm going to zoom it to 200%. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Edit, undo. All right. Okay, let's change that back to 66. Okay, this is the one I wanted to zoom. Okay, so I'm going to zoom that to 200. Oh, geez. Okay. It keeps doing the wrong one. There we go. Oh, I see. I'm zooming the wrong picture. There we go. All right. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to click on the elliptical marquee tool. Technical difficulties here. Elliptical marquee tool. Okay, so that would be underneath the second tool down, underneath the rectangle marquee tool, you'll see the elliptical. All right. If you go to the options bar, you want to make sure that new selection up here is clicked on. We're going to drag our pointer to select the area at about, I need to view my ruler on this. So I'm going to go to view, ruler, there we go. I'm going to drag it at about 150x and 50y. And then I'm going to drag it down and to the right to about 200x and 130y. So just about like that. Okay? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my pointer, okay, in the center of that selection, and I'm going to drag it so that the circle or the marquee covers the thimble as much as you can. Okay? Then we're going to click the magic wand tool. Okay, so the magic wand tool is the fourth tool down. If you hold your mouse down, it's not the quick selection tool, it's the magic wand tool. So you're going to click on that. It looks like a little magic wand. And then up on the top where it says tolerance, we're going to change that to 16. And we want to make sure that anti-alias and contiguous is checked. Both of these need to be checked. Then we're going to go to the Select menu, and we're going to click on Similar. Okay. And then we're going to go to the Select menu, and we're going to point to Modify, and then we're going to click on Expand. And we want to type 1, make sure 1 is in the Expand By, and then click OK. All right, so we are going to do Select, Deselect, and we're going to try this again using the Quick Selection tool. Okay, so we're going to switch to the Quick Selection tool. Okay, and then we're going to take our cursor and we're going to place it in the center of the thimble, and we're going to click there, and then we're going to slowly drag our cursor to the edges. Okay, if you click, then it'll click to the edge of your, oops, now see if it goes around the outer edge, that's too much and you have to try it again. So select, deselect, and then we're going to try it again. So you have to hold down your left mouse button and kind of drag it just to the edge. That's pretty good. So you have that selected. And then we're going to switch to the Move tool, and we're going to move it over. Okay. And then I'm going to close my 3-4. We don't want any changes on it. Okay. And then we're going to drag the thimble so that it is right about here. If you look on page 3-15, okay, you want it right about there. Okay, and then we're going to defringe it. So select, layer, matting, defringe, and we're going to defringe it using 1. Takes a little bit of the jaggedness off, and we're going to rename this layer Thimble. Remember, it doesn't have to be a perfect cut. We're just trying to get the technique down. And then we're going to save it. And I need to save it in 2 places here, so just give me a minute. Oh, that is where it saved it. Okay. Let me save it on my desktop too. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay. All right. So we learned a couple more selection techniques. So now what we're going to do is move on to page 3-18. And we're going to select using color range, which is we've actually done this before. So we're going to open up the thimble. So we're going to open up 3-5. To find mine here. Okay. I'm going to pull that tab out. I'm going to go to Select, Color Range. I'm going to make sure that Image is selected, that my invert is checked, And then I'm going to take my little eyedropper. Yours should look like an eyedropper, and click on the background and then click OK. And you should see the marching ants around there. And then we're going to click the move tool and we're going to move it onto our sewing box. And you're going to drag it to right about there. And then we're going to go over to our layers panel and we're going to rename this. There we go. Thread. Okay. Let's defringe it. We can close our 3-5. Let's defringe this layer. So layer, matting, defringe, and we'll do a 1 pixel on that. Okay. All right, now we're on page 3-19. We're going to open up 3-6. And we're going to pull the scissors out. Okay. All right, so this one's a little bit different because you see it has little holes in there. Okay, so we're going to use the magic wand tool. So you're going to open up the magic wand tool. Okay. We're going to go up to the options bar. We're going to change the setting on the options bar to, let's see, a tolerance of 10. Anti-alias contiguous is not checked. Okay, that's because we have these holes in the middle of the scissors on the handle. Okay, and then, okay, so then we change the settings. So now let's click anywhere on the background area of the scissors. Okay. Now we're going to click select, and then we're going to choose inverse. And now you should just see the scissors selected. Then you're going to click the move tool. You're going to move the scissors onto your sewing box. We're going to close 3-6 and we're going to move this. I'm going on to page 320. I'm going to, oops, sorry, wrong page. Yeah, I'm going to move it right over in the corner there. But notice if you look on 320, it's flipped the other way. So we have to do something called transform. So we're going to go to Edit, Transform, right here, okay? And then we're going to do Flip Horizontal, okay? And then we're going to rename this layer Scissors on the Layers panel. It's hard to do with my cursor like this. There we go. Okay. And then we're going to defringe the scissors. I'm going to move it over just a little bit more like that. Okay. Actually, it needs to be up a little bit more. There we go. And then I'm going to go to Layer, Matting, Defringe, and we'll keep it at 1. And then we're going to save. So File, Save. So I'm going to save that, and then I also need to save it one other place here. Drive. There we go. Okay, and we will stop here on page 3-21, and we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, so please make sure you have this done before class tomorrow. Okay, and you guys have a great day.